Hello everyone, this is Paul Zarowski at the James Canyon Public Library, just doing a short tutorial on how to do some basic photoshopping with the program GIMP. Shout out to Sarah Smith from the Carnegie Stout Public Library for teaching me how to do this. I'm going to say I'm no expert at doing Photoshop projects, so there are some things that are definitely probably out of my ability, but this is if you just want a simple project. So GIMP here, this is their website. Here's their little logo, the dog with the paintbrush. Is a free program that you can download. It's like kind of like using Google Docs versus Microsoft Word. Google Docs has a lot less features than Microsoft Word, but if you're just looking to do basic stuff for free, it's great for that. And this is kind of the same thing. All right. So this is what GIMP looks like right here as the basic screen. A lot of you should look familiar if you use a lot of other programs such as File, Edit, Select, View, so on and so forth. They have a really good help section on here if you're having any problems. So our goal here is we want to take a picture, make the background transparent so we can stick it into another picture. All right, so I should mention there are some instructions that I use for this. I'll put a link to them in the description for the video. Do a very good job of walking you through how to do stuff. So yeah, here's the website up here if you're interested. Otherwise, like I said, it'll be linked in the video. So don't worry about quickly writing down the address. All right, so back to GIMP. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is File, Open as Layers, and find our picture. I want to take a picture of Bookie, the library mascot, and put him into a picture with the ghost players from Dyersville. So I'm going to click on it. And that opens up a picture of Bookie. Now over here is a list of tools that you can use that do different things, such as moving tools around, moving layers, rectangular select tool, fuzzy tool, freehand select where you can like try to get into a particular spot if you need to take out just part of an image, crop tool, eraser tool. And down here it shows you all the actions that you've done so far. This is where you do your undos if you need to. So the more actions I do, they'll pop up here. And if I make a mistake, I can just go back to the action I want to reverse click that, and it undoes everything between then. Okay, so we want to give Bookie here a transparent background. Now there are two tools I really recommend you use for this. The first one is the fuzzy tool select. So you select that. Oh, first off, we have to layer, transparency, add alpha channel. It helps give it the layer for the transparency. So very important you do that. All right, so we have our fuzzy tool here selected, and you just select a spot on the picture. Now it tries to read that whole section, and that's what is the fuzziness. Now, let's say I click down here, so it just does this area down here. Now if you hold select, or shift, my bad, you can select multiple areas at once to try to do them all at once. And so then you hit delete, and the areas will have that transparency when they're cleared out. Now, this does take a little bit of time because it's not a perfect tool. It helps you hit massive areas, because even if you look in here, there's little spots. There's this down here. Down here, it missed a whole bunch of areas, so you can hold shift and continue to try to get those. This part easily takes the longest of the whole process. Now, if you're looking just to hit a big area, I recommend the rectangle select tool. So I can do like this, cover that whole area, and then hit delete. It just clears the whole thing. But it's not very good for if you need to get into an area like right in here. That's where maybe your freehand is really useful. So we're trying to get it completely transparent. Let's see, like that. All right, so this part takes a while, so I'm going to skip ahead a little bit. Because like no joke, this probably took me a good 25 minutes the first time I did it. Oh. Okay, so then after you have that all done, you go to File, Export As, and you want this to be a PNG or a JPEG. PNG usually seems to work better. So make sure it's set to that, and then just save it wherever you want to and export it. It'll just be sitting on your desktop or wherever you saved it. Okay, so that's that part of it. We have the transparent background. Next up, if you have Publisher, that works really well for this. Otherwise, I would maybe recommend using Canvas, which is also a free program, which is a lot of the same things. Again, if this, just like for basic, This will do just fine. So I found a picture of the Dyersville Ghost players here, and I got them in by inserting and then the picture. It was on my desktop. So we want to put Bookie in here. So we're going to insert, and you want to pick the background that has the transparent. All right, and then we're going to shrink him. And because this background is transparent, it doesn't show. So like so. Ta-da! You don't even notice that Bookie wasn't there to begin with. You can do this with any number of pictures. A lot of times if it's a famous meme or something going around, you might be able just to find a transparent picture just on like Google Images. When I did the Bernie Sanders waiting outside the library in the Middens picture, I just was able to pull it straight off the internet and just plugged him straight into a picture right outside our library. Then just save as and save it to your desktop as a JPEG or a PNG, and you'll have it just saved just like this. An example I'll insert here quick because I can't go to my desktop with screen sharing going on right now. Another picture of Bookie I did for Women's History Month. So, you know, the famous "We Can Do It" lady, put Bookie in there to make it look like Bookie saying it to help celebrate. So that's an example of what you can do and what the end product looks like. So